Hello?
Maybe he's sleeping.
So you require a tool upgrade.
It's
Oh,
a
wow.
boy.
We were hoping you could set up my
It's a
comm
boy.
device to help play back recordings.
Already done. Just hold your device up to the canister.
Alright. And we're back. Gotta get on this jetpack, I think.
This one looks to be in working order.
Can I do it? No? Maybe not.
This should show the power status of the room's various systems. Well, nothing in the room is on standby.
As I'd said.
I'm gonna have to look at the breakers. My dad worked on older machines for a living. They're not predictable things. They have quirks.
I sense that there is joy in this work for Addie.
Well, I can tell you there is no joy running to any of those breakers.
Sometimes a good whack will knock something into place.
It's worth a try.
Well, there's your problem right there. Someone's removed the entire power relay.
As I told you.
So why can't Control help us? Isn't he programmed to serve humans?
He's more accustomed to tasks like maintaining power grids across entire planets, while I'm very much attuned to the needs of individuals.
What about you, Logic?
I apparently offer wisdom to the wind.
You activated Control and Empathy.
For all the good that did us.
Is there another configuration we can call on?
Grace's core processors contain only these 3 systems.
Can you combine the systems? Take the edge off Control with a little Empathy?
I suppose it's possible, but there's no telling what the outcome of something like that would be.
Could it be any worse than Control?
It can always be worse.
It sounds like a wonderful idea, Addie.
You're right. What do I know? Don't blame me if he turns out to be a murderer.
Addie?
Yep, it's me.
Great.
What the hell is this?
What are we doing again?
We're powering up pods.
So, you want to hotwire this thing?
Yes, please.
All right. Rerouting is good to go. You can meet me at the breaker panel.
So is Control not bad anymore?
Go ahead and flip the switches.
You got it, pal.
And I'm Pal?
Sure. We'll call you pal.
Breakers look good. Now you can push the buttons that turn on the different systems. Power's up. I'll let you do the honors.
Here we go.
Oh, that's not good. I'm so sorry, Addie. I thought I would have enough power to do this for you. It seems so important for you to ride in a pod.
I think the track is just jammed with ice.
Ice? You'd think I would be able to handle a little ice.
It's okay. Is there, some kind of de-icing system or something?
I don't know.
There is not.
Alright, let's look for something to deal with the ice.
Jetpack?
This could be promising.
Would it be heavy enough to smash the ice?
Maybe. But I'm more interested in what that welding gun might do to the ice.
Where's the welding gun?
Alright, pal. Let's try this one on for size.
So,
Oh, it's
what's it
on-
gonna do
It's on
exactly?
the jetpack.
Oh, I think you're gonna like it. This is a welder. See if it still works.
Look at that. A little blue light.
That's not gonna cut it. Are you able to control this?
For you, I could definitely try.
Can you open the fuel throttle to the torch?
Okay.
Oh,
Whoa.
there we go.
I like that. What is it?
That's called an icebreaker, pal. Any idea where the flight controls are?
Someone removed them.
Okay.
I can take control if you like.
You know how to fly this?
Looks pretty easy. Stuff shoots out the back and you get thrown up in the air.
Oh, okay.
Oh my gosh, it's working. We can fly.
Easy, pal.
Well, where do you want to go?
All
Over
right.
there.
If you can move me to the pod, we can have a look at the ice. And, pal, it's super important that you don't cut the engines or move too fast. I don't want to get hurt.
I know, but it's great, isn't it?
Yep. As long as you don't kill me.
What is that?
All right.
Something
Should be
glowing
close
over there.
enough.
It's so bright and warm.
Just hold me steady.
This is really hard. Ugh, it's these stupid flames are throwing me around.
Come on, pal.
Ugh.
You may want to ease up, Addie. Don't push him too hard.
I think that's good. Let's have a look at the rest of the track.
You got it. As long as you're not using the fire shooter, flying is pretty easy.
Just keep it up. Literally. There's more ice here on the right. Whoa, hold it steady.
Sorry. Ugh.
Short bursts, Addie. He's really struggling.
How come we can hear empathy, but we can't hear control anymore? We just hear pal.
Let's keep going.
It's
On
weird. Maybe control doesn't want to talk to us now.
And this last bit here. Now you've got the hang of it.
This is so cool. It's like the best day of my life.
Well, I'm afraid we're almost done.
I'm not flailing like this on purpose. And it's taking a lot of fire to melt. Do we do it? We gotta
I
get
think
up there
that's
too.
it. Do you
Okay.
think you can get me back?
Yeah, I know. There's stuff to do.
That's fun, pal. Make a good team, right?
Yeah, I like the part where we burn the ice while flying.
Me too. Okay, I'm gonna bring down the pod.
So, where are we heading again?
I will be able to obtain structure schematics once we reach the next level.
You think we'll see any dead bodies?
Hope so. Do you know if the pod system has stops along the way?
It does not. We are arriving at the track terminus now.
Oh, wow. It's really bright. What is this?
This looks like a settlement. Can't believe how well preserved it is.
You think people could be alive in there?
You should really consider thinking before you speak. And then consider not speaking.
Logic. As long as life support is functional, it's not entirely impossible that someone's taken up here.
Or they could be zombies.
Well, that settles it. I'll disable PAL now.
Don't you dare. We might need him.
Ooh, more buttons.
You really are unburdened by intellect, aren't you?
What's the pattern here?
It's the Latin zes.
Huh?
Right, slower processors. You might call it a backwards Z or Z. And you'll need to make it the full width and height of the panel.
A backwards
Just having Pal running in the background is making us all a little stupider.
Z?
Honestly, do you know what backwards is? Do you know what a Z looks like? Should we have Pal do this?
Yeah, maybe.
If we did switch Pal off, I could always switch him back if we need to burn something.
There.
I've been thinking about why anyone would want Grace to be shut down. And I wonder if there could have been a flaw in her base programming.
Like what?
Control and empathy programming divert valuable processing power away from cognitive ability.
Which way am I going?
The big colorful doors. As I was saying,
Yeah, bitch.
empathy interferes with practical decision-making. Control is a 4-year-old.
You are a 4-year-old.
Please stop. It says Keeper Rosaline.
She looks like a keeper.
She's pretty.
What do you suppose a keeper is?
It must have been a revered title if a statue was made for her.
Huh. Spire caretaker, maybe.
The settlement is through the large doors behind you.
What is this, though?
You want the large doors.
Tell me
Where
what
are
it
you
is.
going? Still not the way. Still not the way. Still not the way.
Okay, fine.
The key to restoring Grace may be about understanding her potential flaws.
Are you going to tell me the pattern?
You think we're flaws?
Having a few flaws is perfectly all right.
Logic sounds jealous to me.
Jealous? Of what? You can't even open doors without me.
Where are you
Damn.
going with this?
We'll talk again once you can tell me who Everett is. Figure that out, and I'll grant you access to the main elevator.
Grant me access? Logic. Seriously?
She has no way to do things without your help. It must be frustrating for her.
Could we create another hybrid? Logic and empathy?
Yeah. Like how you made me. I could give it a try.
Stop, stop, stop. You'll burn the place down. I will run a logic and empathy configuration as long as you promise never to allow Pal here to do any reconfiguring of our processing.
Deal.
I don't think that smart lady likes me very much.
Hello, Addie. Where do you want to start?
Can we start with the security door to the settlement elevator?
They are encrypted. It would take me days to work out the pattern.
Is there any other way into the settlement?
There is a room off to the side that does not have an encrypted entry. Perhaps we'll find something helpful there.
I tried that door and you wouldn't let me.
So you can open these ones?
They have simple passcodes. I can retrieve and play back for you. You will need to enter the sequence manually.
I like that. These wallpapers are nice. Look at that shit.
This looks like another control room. These are databanks?
Yes, they contain flight records to and from the Spire.
Anything interesting about the records?
The bookings seem to be coming from internal servers, meaning the trip planning and coordination is all done here.
Where are people traveling from?
Everywhere. Destinations seem very evenly distributed throughout the solar system.
Do you know what this is?
It appears to be some sort of interface from which humans can track activity within the Spire. Elements of the interface are missing. I'm not sure I can access it.
I think my comm device can be calibrated to connect.
Of course, yes. Let's give that a try. There are records here of people who have occupied the rooms over the years. You got it.
Do we know the spire's capacity?
50 units. There it is. There are millions of names here.
Millions.
Well done.
If a million people cycled through here, no one could have lived here that long.
A few weeks at most, by my estimates. Okay, I found record of an Everett who stayed on the 3rd floor. Unlike other visitors, there is no record of him leaving the spire.
So, Everett was a worker, or a colonist who lived here. Is that enough for you, Logic?
Hardly. It does nothing to explain why Grace would be calling to him.
So I'll need to find a way up to the 3rd floor.
Perhaps we can find one on the spire map across from the console.
More missing equipment.
This looks carefully removed.
Maybe Everett had something to do with that.
Looks like the image from the spire entrance. Alright, what are we looking for?
Grace processors are located at the top of the structure, as might be expected. There is also a massive radio beacon.
The beacon is the key, Addie. You must go now to activate the beacon to call the masses back to the spire.
Just a few minutes ago, you wanted me to leave on my ship.
The beacon is the answer. It has always been the answer.
Okay. Can you get me to the beacon then? Control?
Control will not be able to override security.
Then we need to learn more about Everett.
Here's the room where Everett once stayed.
Ooh, maybe we can see it from the balcony.
Possibly, but I don't see a viable route to get there.
I can see apartments.
Those
I think
are
we're
on
gonna
level
climb
2.
this, yeah?
Well, if we can get to that balcony, maybe we can find a way to level 3.
Yeah, you
I can climb this.
I suppose.
I don't see many other options.
How do we get down? Let me down. Wait.
It's pretty much a straight shot across. Looks sturdy enough.
Even in low G, a fall could result in an injury.
I've already fallen a few times from this height.
Careful,
I'm
Annie.
going across.
If you broke a leg, how would you get back to your ship?
You sound like my mom. Whoa.
Addie! Addie!
Ah, damn it.
Are you okay?
I'm fine, but you can't be yelling things while I'm trying to cross.
So, you're going to try again after that? You nearly broke your neck, Addie.
Yep, you're totally my mom.
Falling's kind of fun. It's like really short flying.
Yeah, it is kind of like that. Alright.
Please, be careful. This is so cool.
Quiet, please.
Just concentrate on your breathing.
Please.
Yikes.
Motherfucker, come on. Please, no.
This is so exciting.
Breathe
No!
out.
No! Fuck.
You're still not helping. Oh boy.
Easy, Addie. Concentrate on your breathing. Very good. Now keep walking
You
forward.
gotta move it back and forth really dramatically.
I can't watch.
It's the problem I was having before. I think I had the same problem when I was doing the balancing.
I knew you could do it.
Doing the
You
yoga.
should
or
really
whatever
try
before.
running across next time.
I'm hoping there won't be a next time.
It'd be faster, too.
Looks pretty empty. Maybe the rooms were for short
Got a
work
nice
contracts.
ass bed.
2-week work contracts?
Or were people just visiting the spire?
The,
This looks like a shrine.
To honor Grace.
That looks like her symbol. People sat or knelt here.
This was a place for meditation.
people really worship this AI.
Where did these go to?
This entire settlement is connected to a vacuum tube system. From what I can tell, they are headed in one direction, the top of the spire.
Music's like a little spooky. It's making me think maybe they're like for requests, like personal requests or something. This is really luxurious though. Like, is this a common room? Like everybody was living like this? This is the basic setup that the other room had. The server room, just without the servers. And this is where do you go to the bathroom at? Maybe there's a small toilet in there.
Some weird little lavatory.
They've changed much over the years.
Not really. I've seen weirder. I've seen ones where people sat on ceramic bowls of water.
If they pooped in the water, what did they drink?
Well, check out the rooms, I guess. Look for a way to the next level?
I'll light up the pattern for you. Here's the code.
Another empty bedroom. Travel packs.
So visitors brought in their own food.
They really didn't stay for long then. It's like they were on pilgrimages.
Maybe this is like, it almost feels
Here
like
we go.
a hotel or something. But it's not. Surely it's not a hotel. Or like a vacation spot or something. Like this is, what, like a research facility? I'll probably climb this, yeah. There was another door over here though. And then the big doors. Let's check out this room first.
Not much here either.
We can find some more clues. Nope. I want to check this door. I'm curious why they
You
have
still
this
don't
here.
know who Everett is, do you?
Oh, this is to the elevator. Okay. What's over here? Nothing. Yeah, nothing. Man, Logic is sassy. She's kind of being a pain. Not very helpful. Alright, let's climb up.
We still have one level to go.
Hey, there's another beam here. I think it's a shortcut.
It is more direct, but I wouldn't advise it. You're better off finding a way through the apartments. Besides, I know how much you like to explore.
Might be worth it.
It's a lot farther down. Are you sure?
Where's that gonna put me at if I fall? Wait. It almost looks like if I fall, I just climb up on the other side. I might just go check out these other rooms. This must be the elevator, right?
Aren't you getting a little ahead of yourself?
I feel like the
I
accent was
guess
a
if
little
you
off.
don't want to do the beam stuff, that's okay.
Here's the code.
I don't see any signs of unrest or violence.
And they left little behind.
What are these?
From what I can tell, they're audio recordings.
Of what, I wonder?
We would require a playback device to learn more. There may be a way to access the recording through your wrist communicator with the aid of a signal amplifier. But that would only be possible by adding an element of control to my logic processing capabilities.
So you need to create a control and logic configuration.
Like a little brother?
Well, it's the only combination left. May as well, Mom.
All right. Here we go.
Oh, we're calling our mom.
Hello?
Maybe he's sleeping.
So you require a tool upgrade.
It's
Oh,
a
wow.
boy.
We were hoping you could set up my
It's a
comm
boy.
device to help play back recordings.
Already done. Just hold your device up to the canister.
I like this new one.
You will be able to access the recording the same way you've been connecting to other systems.
Okay.
Hey, Grace. So I'm pretty sure I was the youngest person on the flight here, and the only Darksider, which was a bit of a surprise. My friends are
Darksider.
still sending me halos on what to wish for, mostly stupid suggestions. And my parents made me promise to not waste it on something boyfriend-related, which I agree would also be stupid. So, here it goes. I wish for the lunar terraform to be finished. We're lucky enough to be in the dome, but thousands of kids are still stuck in the tunnels, and their families don't have enough money to take Earth trips. So they've never really been in a space wider than 3 meters without a pea suit, which really sucks. So, whatever you can do to make that happen would be great. Thanks, Grace.
They are
I hate to
making
tell her, but the
messages
terraform
out.
never happened. People came here to make wishes?
Grace.
For Grace to grant?
I'm unclear how she would go about granting the wishes of so many visitors.
It's like it's not even about whether she could or not. It's like a level of control and governing the people that live here. So you know what's on their mind and what they want. Right? Like there's a level of that. Like of course the AI could go about granting a lot of wishes, but
So,
surely not everything.
what should we call the new config?
I do not require a name.
Might make it easier if you had one.
I will let you know if a suitable name occurs to me.
I'll try to think of some too.
The door's already open.
Here you go. Try again.
Damn it. Okay. We're in. There's a whole mess in here.
Someone tore this apart.
And took to pieces somewhere.
You're right. That's certainly interesting.
Yeah. Okay, we're learning. Maybe that's what this other apartment is open for. I keep saying apartment. I don't know what it is. Guessing it's some kind of an apartment. Looks like we're gonna climb up from here. Oh, there's a statue here. Is that a dragon? Or like a... the fuck is that?
Figure this was left here as a token, or an offering.
No comment. Oh. We can,
All the rooms have these tubes. All right.
let's find out what they have to say. What wish do they have for Grace?
Hello, Grace. This is Madeline Torre. I'd hoped this trip would be my chance to connect with others who care about you. Now, I'm not sure anyone takes these wishes seriously anymore. So, that's my wish. Help me find someone. Someone who loves you as much as I do.
She said
Huh,
any
that's
more.
Interesting.
She sounded lonely.
Mm-hmm. She said any more, so it's like they're losing faith in the system. What would have happened if I had gone across?
Oh, I've got one. We can name him Pal Jr.
I was thinking something that sums up what he does.
I can do many things. Pretty much anything you require.
So you're a jack of all trades.
So we could call you Jack.
What do you think of that, Jack?
I will answer to Jack then, if you like.
I kind of want to go across the beam. Oh, it takes me like way up over that way. No, I'm not going across that beam. That'd take too long.
Another way up.
This game does kind of remind me of Firewatch a little bit. Just the radioing in all the time, getting like radio chatter back.
This is level 3, Addie.
Let's look for evidence of Everett. What's the code?
Of course.
I am able to enter the codes directly if you would like.
Let her do it on her own, if she wants.
Any way of knowing if this was Everett's room?
The records only give the level. We'll just have to look around.
What is that? They were going up before. And we're still not to the top. Maybe this one has to go like toward the middle before it can start going up or something. But we can hack this one. This bed's a little bit more disheveled. Let's hack in, see what they had to say. Oh, we get another one. We got 2 of them.
Let's try this one.
I'd say when I got here. I know it's important for my parents that I make my wish count. So, I guess, I wish for them to be proud of me. Thank you, Grace.
Hey, Grace. I really don't know why you would choose me. I guess no one really knows why they're called to the Spire, but
You're
I'm
called to the
greatly
Spire?
honored. At my age, I thought
It just cut
That's all
out.
I can recover from this one.
It sounds like Grace chose who came here.
Yeah.
That explains why Grace arranged all the flights to and from the Spire. She was in control of it all.
What do we think about that? Not sure yet. I'm not sure what I think about whether Grace is benevolent or not. There's something going on over there. I'll have to see. Looks like that's downstairs.
Here you go.
You can do this one.
Of course.
It's convenient.
Looks like Olympia Mon colors. I guess the team's old enough.
I realize there's probably not anything out on these, but I wanted to check anyway. I don't want to miss anything.
This is Mark Anthony Wong, and I was called to Grace from our station Phoenix. Not sure if anyone will hear this, but the whole tube system is shut down right now. People are not happy, and I'm getting a little scared, to be honest. I'll be locking myself in until the shuttle returns, and I'm leaving this in case something really bad happens.
That's a little ominous.
So the tubes wouldn't let them leave? Is that what he means? Is it literally like the same spot every time?
My wish? Oh, I'll tell you my wish. 10 years ago, we're on Venus at the Big Dome. Huge crowd. Olympia Mons favored 4-1, loses 5-1. 6 years ago, on Earth against South Union, loses 2-1. 2 years ago, South Union again, this time up north. I took the boys 3 months round trip. They go 90 minutes, no score. Extra time, no score. South Union takes it again in penalties. You want my wish, Gracie? The next World Cup is on Mars. I wish that Olympia faces South Union again and destroys them, like Space Me Out the Airlock humiliated. That would be a game. That's my wish. So how do I end this?
Olympia's still a crap team.
Perhaps Grace was rendered inactive by football hooligans.
Grace likely fostered sports as an alternative outlet for uncontrolled aggression. Of course people would come to her to share their passions.
Is that what you think? We can go up here first. Should be the last one. Up top, and then we can go see what that says on the window.
Here you go.
Can you get this?
Here you are.
What is that?
Someone left a portrait.
Almost looks like a Jesus or something. Almost. It's so shiny, it's hard to tell. It's different this time. How about that?
I'm here, Grace.
Nagisha, she was so excited when I got the summons. We talked about this for months, who we could help, who was most deserving. She honestly believed we could come up with a wish that could make everything perfect. Thank you for choosing me. And thank you for letting me delay coming here. I want to be true to her memory, her wishes, her unlimited love for humanity. But my only wish, the only thought I have, is to have her back. I want her back.
There couldn't have actually been anything Grace could have done for her.
Grace allowed her to voice her grief.
It's not invaluable. Okay, let's hear what she has to say in the other one.
Hey, the tube system is no longer accepting wishes. If anyone knows how to reach Keeper Everett, please let him know.
Keeper Everett. He's a keeper.
Keeper Everett.
It sounds like keepers were Spire caretakers.
When did Everett stay on this floor?
2955.
That's 20 years before this message was recorded.
So he stayed on after his visit and became a keeper? Why was there no record of that?
I would think answers lie at the other end of these vacuum tubes.
From what I can tell, the tube system runs through the central elevator shaft.
Logic? You gonna let us in, considering we know Everett was a keeper?
But do you know what a keeper is?
We'll need access to the elevator to learn more.
Ah, a classic paradox.
Logic.
Fine. If you're done snooping around, I will grant you access to the elevator. Or you could uncover more canisters and learn more about the people who came here.
Reaching the beacon is the priority. You must move on.
Here you go.
We're gonna read more canisters.
Jack? Hey, what happened to the lights?
I believe Control has turned them off, Addie.
Not cool, boss. Control? Unbelievable.
He doesn't like me not listening. Oh, it's a real mess in here. The shutters are closed, everything's knocked over.
Look how beat up this is.
It must have been done in anger.
I believe fear also played a part here.
Probably. It said they were stuck.
Logic will open the way to the beacon. You must go to the elevator.
Hold your horses.
We're learning things. Hold on.
Doubt you'll ever get this message, Grace. We've been waiting weeks now, and
Yeah.
I hope Keeper Everett is okay. I've been told his sermons are wonderful, and I hope he will be able to deliver the word of grace again soon.
So he's like a
His word.
minister.
I'd like you to know that we still love you and think about you. Great comfort to our family over the years. We've all made them for us. With your wisdom, you are missed.
So Grace would receive wishes and then leave people with instruction in the form of sermons.
Yes.
Could that really be all there was to it?
Ideas are powerful. Perhaps just
That was
returning
like
with a
the
more
keeper's
enlightened
job.
perspective was enough to move society toward common goals.
Highly unlikely. Grace must have had some control over planetary infrastructure, if she was to have had the influence you suspect.
Why do you insist on defying me?
I'm starting to enjoy it.
I've been instructed by Grace to make a wish. Not something big and altruistic, not for someone else, but for me. A real, honest wish, my heart's true desire. Honestly, this long flight to the middle of nowhere, months without my family, missing the harvest with a per diem that barely covers expenses, for what? Some mystical song and dance that makes us feel like we're somehow part of this robot theocracy. This whole thing, the temple, the hushed tones, the awe that people seem to show this place is ridiculous. My honest wish is to be left alone long enough to actually make some headway on the farm and pull in a decent crop.
It doesn't sound like everyone was happy to come here.
For Grace to understand what made people unhappy was just as important as knowing what made them content.
Exactly. So it was like just like a form of government. And they were bringing in random people in to sort of like gauge people's like issues
Here you
in their
go.
lives and with the system.
This one too, Jack.
And then sort of like seemingly manipulating them, I guess, through these sort of sermons. Okay, yeah, this is what we saw from up there. What in the fuck is this? So I'm wondering, this just isn't a language that I can read.
I don't recognize these words. They look like technical or medical terms. A list of supplies,
Medical
maybe.
terms.
Or a list of demands.
My demand is that you go to the elevator at once.
Are we allowed to draw on the windows here?
Certainly not. The people who did this were looking for trouble.
Starting to wonder if any or some of these configurations or these like narrators parts of the system are holding out on us any information about what they know about Grace. Like Control really wants us to get it back going, and Control is very like fervent. So I'm just wondering, maybe he knows something we don't. Could very well just be his programming, though.
So I've been thinking a lot, and I feel like, there's been peace for like centuries now, right? But I watch the old Halos, and there's wars, and
Halos?
bad guys, and pirates, and people who need saving, and it's exciting, right? And of course, it's awful, people dying. But I feel like there's no way to, prove yourself. Nothing to fix or protect. Does that make any sense? I just want something, anything at all to happen. I guess that's what I wish for. Not like a war or anything, just something.
So this guy was just bored?
Like me.
I think this was the last room.
It is.
Finally.
Okay. Now it's finally time to get on the elevator. I guess we're going up to the top now.
You're looking pretty smug.
What's the pattern?
Another easy one. Light the four corners of the pad. You really didn't need my help for this one. It would be a common pattern when guessing symbols.
I have to give you something to do,
You think
right?
so?
Look at all the vacuum tubes. Must be one in every room in the settlement. Keepers must have been busy.
It's what Grace does with the wishes that should interest us.
Yeah. You're not wrong about that. Maybe they don't know what's going on. Maybe logic is just like that. Maybe Control is just like that. It's like the fucking Tower of Terror. Alright, I think I'm gonna cut
you
this
like my
episode
little
here.
game?
You mean the game where you refused to help us?
I provided you with the opportunity to prove yourself. Is
And
that
then
not
the next
why
time
you're
we're
here?
gonna find out what's
I'm
gonna
an
happen.
archaeologist. I'm here to do my job.
I don't think Addie enjoys having obstacles placed in the way of her goals.
We have arrived at our destination.
We arrived. this. Man. Such a good job designing this game.
The
Alright,
Spire
yeah,
pilgrims must have gathered here to listen to the Keeper's sermons, I guess.
People will return here once the beacon is restored.
Oh, this is
Flock
so cool.
and shepherd will be reunited.
Oh, it's huge. Look at that. What a cool design. This is so cool. Alright, I'm gonna cut this here. And in the next one, we're gonna find out about all this, about Grace's sermons and the Keepers, and what Everett has to do with it, and what happened to them. Oh, it's gonna be a good one.